Welcome to Om Times TV, a division of Om Times Media and Broadcasting. "95% of our lives are run and created by our subconscious mind programming. Imagine if your subconscious mind is running many negative, disempowering, and self-sabotaging programs. How will that 95% of your life turn out to be? Would you like help to change your subconscious programming into something that works for you and set it to attract and create everything you desire? Join Tamara Oviatt in her show Meta-Programming and the Human Biocomputer here on Om Times, where she will connect to the source energy and change your subconscious programming by deleting your negative belief systems. Tamara is the founder of Sacred Activations, a subconscious meta-programming modality that rewires your brain and shifts hundreds of your belief systems so you can break away from lack, pain, and suffering and take control of what you want to create in your life. Tamara has helped hundreds of thousands of people worldwide, and she is here to help you too. It's not about fighting what you don't want. It's about creating what you do want. And the only way to do that is to change and upgrade your subconscious programming. Let Tamara help you create magic in your world. Tune in every week at Meta-Programming and the Human Biocomputer.
So, welcome everybody to the Om Times TV. I am incredibly thrilled to be here today and would like to extend my gratitude to Tamara Oviatt for providing me this fantastic opportunity. So you can find Tamara's Sacred Activation at tamaraoviatt.com. My name is Tammie Seagraves. My career path includes such roles as being a truck driver for the last 33 years, owner-operator for 23, and I have done many different modalities, but Sacred Activations really works for me. I like how that you don't really have to tell your story to people, and you still get this shift that you would like, and you're able to let go of stuff without having to really talk to other people. It's, you know, it's really hard to talk about some things with people, and you just, you know, especially if you got trust issues. So it always comes up more easier to just do sacred activations, where it just clears out stuff that's ready to be gone. And in today's session, we're going to be talking about how childhood trauma really messes up your life. So, you know, my story is, it started when I was like 3 and went on for several years, and it really has messed up a lot of relationship issues, trust issues, self-sabotage, and feeling unworthy and struggling to fit in. So, you know, I know a lot of people can relate when it comes to this topic here. It's a little hard when you have that, but you know, when you find different modalities and sacred activation and everything, it makes it much easier to start doing that. I met Tamara back in 2010 when I was taking a class, Theta Healing teacher, and you know, then I didn't really hear from her for, you know, or hear anything about her or anything. She's on one coast, I'm on another, and I happened to run across her online, and so I started taking her sacred activations classes, and was amazed at how fast it changed. So now I'm a teacher in sacred activations, medical intuitive practitioner master, and really like that. So I asked Creator really what activations and everything that would, you know, help all of us that join to be able to you know, have profound shifts. And so I chose 18 different ones, and we'll see what else comes in. But sorry, I don't know what's going on with my throat. I had my teeth cleaned yesterday and had to be upside down, so that didn't help. But you know, made all my sinuses drain. But you know, with being abused and everything, it really makes it, you know, hard to have a relationship. You know, it's like things will be going great, and then your head gets in the way, and it's like you have all these self-doubts and fears, and you know, then it's like, well, what if they leave? And so, you know, when you get that way, it's like you know, well, before they leave, I should just push them away, and then you push them away. And luckily I've overcome that with sacred activations. But you still have triggers that come up, and you know, it's like everything will be absolutely great, and then the smell or the movement, or you know, even somebody just leaning over to kiss you triggers stuff, and it comes up, which makes it, you know, really hard to have a normal relationship. You have to have somebody that's really understanding to be able to put up with, oh my God, get away from me. But with sacred activations, it's really helped to work on clearing a lot of that. You know, it's not something I deal with on a regular basis now, maybe a couple times a year. And then I just go in and ask Creator, you know, well, what is it I need to clear to fix this, to make it better, to you know, with grace and ease, without having to go back through all the trauma again. I like it where you don't have to really go back to when all those things started with sacred activations. You can just kind of think about it a little bit and it'll start clearing. And then, of course, there's the self-sabotage and that you do. And then feeling overwhelmed. That's one of I still have that problem, but that's probably because I try to do way too much in such little time. And it's just, it's been difficult, to be normal or whatever normal looks like for y'all or for most people. Yeah, I went to counseling for 30 some years, traditional counseling, which never really worked for me. They just wanted you to relive that story over and over again. And, it was like the time you relived that story again, your session was up. And then the next time you come back, it was, how did that make you feel? Well, how do you think it made me feel? So it's, that's why I love sacred activations, because it's just so much easier to use. And that being said, let's go over some of the activations and actually what they do before I run the activations on the second half. So we're going to do Moses codes, which is sacred geometry, which helps you be able to move forward and with love in yourself and healing on all levels, which is, really good to be able to love yourself, because it's really hard to love someone else when you don't love yourself. I used to always tell people and they'd be like, oh, we should get together. And I'm like, oh, no, we shouldn't. I'm the leading cause of divorce, so, or, you probably don't want to do that. And there's a song Chase McDaniels has got, I'm a Project, and you might want to listen to that, because that song was probably written about me. It is a really cute song, unless it really hits home, as it does for me. And so we're going to run Christ consciousness, which this activation reconnects your two heart chakras and activates your flower life. It plugs you into unconditional love, fifth dimensional grid system, and fills you with gratitude and empowers you to create miracles in your life. And it enables you to accept yourself and others. It's one of the ones that I really like. And Moses Codes is, I believe it's the second activation that Tammie was ever given. And so it's one to listen to, several times to be able to clear stuff. And then there's Mother Mary. This activation provides awareness to others' inability to love and understanding who they are on all levels. And it helps to clear your belief system of a mother's love, and that, without judgment and stuff, because, your mother's was where she was when she had you, and, she had to learn, if she was young like mine, she had to learn, how to show affection and stuff when she was never, given affection and grew up differently. So you really have to accept people where they're at and not judge them because of their story. So this really helps to clear that so that you're not judging other people. And so then there's Mary Magdalene, Sinner to Saint. And this activation clears your guilt, judgment, self-punishment for things you felt that you've done wrong in this lifetime and other lifetimes, allowing you to be lined up with the love for yourself. We're all learning to grow and change. This allows you to do this without beating yourself up for the past mistakes that you've made. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair because it's hot. And then there's those labels and boxes that you put yourself in and other people put you in. You know, so many of us define ourselves as our story. You know, yeah, people ask, you know, who I am. And my reply is, I'm a truck driver, you know, because that's what I do. But, you know, we're so much more than, you know, what box and label we put ourselves into. You know, yes, I do resonate with being a driver, all of its faults and non-faults. And so, but it's not really a label that I would like to put on me, because I love doing energy work, and I would like it so that I was able to do that more often. Anyhow, that's what labels boxes does. It collapses the labels you give yourself. So then we have the inner child, which reconnects reconnects your inner child to you from past lives where you've lost parts of you. And as you're abused, you know, we have little boxes that we put ourselves in. You know, when we were little, we never hear, so that, you know, we could just look down on what was happening, and it wasn't happening to us. And so with the inner child reconnection, it gives you the ability to call back all parts of you and, you know, welcome them back into your life, and so that you feel whole and not fragmented. And then there's horror and shock trauma deactivation. Don't think that really needs much explaining. And healthy boundaries. That's, you know, that's another thing. You know, when you've been abused, it's like you got this sign that says, if you're broken, please come visit me. And, or you got this, no, I'm too broken attitude. And so, to have those healthy boundaries so that you just don't keep pulling in the same type of people, and just continuing to, you know, it's like you have this boyfriend and you thought you loved him and you hugged him and squeezed him, and then you shove him away. But then you get this next one, and the only thing that changed was their name and looks, because they're the exact same person, because they still have all the same traits as that other one, because you haven't worked on yourself to change that energy. But when you work on yourself and you change that energy, then life is so much better. You can start attracting people that are better for you and healthier for you to have a healthy relationship with. And then you can set those boundaries so that, you know, you just quit pulling in all the unhealthy ones. And then there's family constellations, which just helps you clear the anger and resentment that you got towards your family. And, well, I don't know anybody that don't have problems with family, and, you know, judging them, and, you know, them judging you, and stuff like that. So this helps to remove that and makes you be able to forgive them of their hurtful words. You know, how, you know, your parents told you it wasn't never going to amount to anything, or you wasn't going to, you know, you was always going to be a failure. And so it just makes it so all that shifts, and you can go out and be extraordinary. And then there's polar opposites. This is a pathway of unconditional love to replace the negative pathways in the brain. By focusing this program, you are constantly running unconsciously. This stops you from achieving clarity and calmness as well as money. So with the polar opposites, it clears all that so that you got more money flowing in your life, and who don't like that? And, you know, it just really goes in and like cleans out this and puts this back in, which works out pretty good. And then we have post-traumatic stress disorder release. It clears emotionally illness and anxiety disorders, which usually develops as a result of extreme fright or life-threatening events. And, you know, when you're little, they were extreme. At least we thought so. whether they were or they wasn't. So I really like this. I normally listen to it at least 2 or 3 times a week, and just have it on a CD and let it loop while I'm sleeping. I find that running the activations while I sleep really helps me stay out of my own way of blocking how they are meant and intended to shift you and stuff. Because when you're listening to them when you're asleep, you're in the like theta gamma brainwave, and then it's your subconscious mind that they run on, and so you're not consciously going, thinking thoughts that's like, this is, well, that's not going to clear, or something silly like that. So I like to listen to a lot of them when I'm sleeping. Then we have anger and resentment toward God. How many times do we blame God for everything that happens? It's like, oh no, why did he let this happen? Or why he, she, whatever, I know I used to blame God for everything. Nothing was ever my fault. And this activation helps clear that. So that's always a very good thing. And makes it easy for you to be able to facilitate healings with others, and to heal yourself when you let go of the anger and resentment. And in case you don't know, anger and resentment is stored in your liver, which is over here. And so when you hold all those emotions in and you don't release them, then you start having health issues and stuff. So liver detoxes are really good. And I am not a doctor, just so you know. But, if you don't work on releasing the emotions, they stay stuck, and your liver is what filters your whole body. And so if you're doing a lot of activations and stuff, I think it's good to do liver cleanse and drink lots of water so that you're just flushing all of that out. And the other is self-forgiveness. That's, was really hard for me, for self-forgiveness and self-loathing and judgment. I was pretty good at that, but we're going to run that to deactivate it. And are you a martyr? Martyrs put everyone else first. They do not take care of themselves because they're too busy taking care of everybody else. Do you know anyone like that? I do. Then we have self-sabotage. This deactivation clears all your ancestral beliefs that everything in life has to be hard and a struggle. The activation allows you to free yourself for all aspects of self-sabotage in love, relationships, success, business, career, finances, health, happiness, and much more, allowing you to work in balance and harmony with yourself to succeed in all aspects of your life without self-limitations. I'm really good at self-sabotaging. And I have to say I'm a lot better, because I used to be like daily basis. Now it's, maybe a couple times a month, maybe 3 or 4. And anyway, we're going to do breathe peace, which is really good just for breathing in that peace. And this activation clears your lungs of sorrow and grief, clearing from the collective and the genetics. Good for anyone that has asthma, lung-related disease, but it's really good, even if you haven't developed any of that, to release the sorrow and stuff like that. Because when you release sorrow and sadness and stuff, it just it opens your heart up and helps to tear that wall down that we all really like to build up. And so the last one is rising phoenix, because who doesn't want to be, raising up above everything that has happened to them and be able to go out and shine into the world and stuff. I know me, I do. I definitely want to be able to go up and, just be bursting out, and getting the things that I believe I deserve and that I'm worthy of and stuff like that. And so Rising Phoenix really, for me, it feels like it just clears the stuff that's just holding you back. And, you know, when I run it, I just see this flames going in and clearing out the negative stuff, and, you know, just see rising up above the flames and things like that. So anyway, let's see. Once again, I want to thank Tamara, and her website is tammieoviatt.com. And that's all for the first half. Everyone, thank you for being here with me, and we'll see you after the break.
Om Times TV. Do you want to go deeper into sacred activations, which is a subconscious metaprogramming process? Tammie Oviatt is inviting you to visit her website at tammieoviatt.com to sign up and get lifetime access to 3 free activations that you can listen to anytime you want or as often as you need. If you like what Tammie does and like to incorporate sacred activations into your life, she also offers live webinars, masterclasses, and practitioners training to further support your healing, manifestations, and expansion. There are hundreds of activations on her website that address different aspects of your life: money, health, relationships, intuitive abilities, and more. Head over to her website at tammieoviatt.com and experience the magic of sacred activations. Thank you for listening. Imagine becoming a super influencer. Reinvent yourself, invest in your brand, and then manifest your success with a robust spheric approach. Om Times Media and Broadcasting offers a unique and multifaceted way to become the spiritual and conscious influencer you deserve to be by putting your message across our powerful platform with its proven record of integrity and excellence. Through our produced shows, Om Times offers the opportunity to become a social media TV personality, a radio show host, an Om Times magazine columnist, and a syndicated podcaster, all in one shot. By live streaming your show on Om Times TV and broadcasting it across the extensive Om Times radio and TV networks, you become more than a host. You become an ambassador and a force for positive change. Om Times. Open yourself to the possibilities.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Hi, welcome back. So if everybody would just like to, well, first off, does anybody have any questions? You can either like raise your hand or type them in the chat. Okay, so we're just going to move on. So this part is not the sacred activations, but I like for everybody to just center yourself in your heart, see your energy going down into Mother Earth, and just really gather up that Mother Earth energy. Take a couple of deep breaths in. And you can either stay in Mother Earth or you can come back to your heart. And we're going to start Sacred Activations, Moses Codes. But let this energy just run. Raising your vibration. We're going to start Christ consciousness. And these activations will work for these activations will work for everyone that's listening now and future listeners. Thought I had that muted. Christ consciousness will help clear out everything for you, making it so you can create miracles in your life. And these activations go through all timelines, throughout all time and space. So the more you work on yourself, the more that it helps to heal your family, your kids. Sorry, hit the wrong button. We're going to start Mother Mary. It'll help enhance your connectivity to the earth and raise your vibration, connecting with loving and nurturing. Mary Magdalene, sinner to saints. We're going to start labels and boxes. Inner child reconnection. Horror, shock, and trauma. Deactivation. Just be open to letting all that go. Everything that no longer serves you. Healthy boundaries. Think about what your life would look like if you actually set healthy boundaries. If you allowed yourself to take your power back and do that. See what that would look like. Feel it in your heart. Family constellations. Polar opposites. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Release. Just visualize whatever's not serving you, whatever's coming up, just to let that go. Give it to Creator. Stop carrying the burdens you don't need. Anger and resentment toward God. Are you a martyr? Do you put everyone else first? Don't you think it's time to start putting yourself first? Self-forgiveness. Isn't it time you forgive yourself for putting yourself down or whatever that looks like for you? Self-loathing and judgment. That's a deactivation. So you can let all that go. Just think about all the ways you beat yourself up. Be willing to release it now. Self-sabotage. What are you doing to sabotage yourself? Just let those float to the top and let them go. Breathe peace. Rise of the Phoenix. So these energies are going to continue to run. If you would like to take a couple of deep breaths in and bring your energy back up to your heart chakra. Wiggle your hands and toes. And you can open your eyes when you're ready. So I hope that was good for all of y'all. It was awesome for me. Holly, if you would like to raise your hand, I can have you unmuted to answer your question. If you're still on here. So to answer your question, Holly, hold on, I lost it. People are typing. Some people find the energy difficult, but you have to be in a place where you feel safe. You know, that's one of the things. You have to trust the person that you're doing energy work with, and sacred activations is very powerful. But you know, you can always just say, do this for what would be the best for me. And for anyone that would like to have a free 30-minute session, if you go on Facebook and like my Red Wolf Healing Energies page, you can connect with me there. My website is on the, and it's a work in progress, up in the top of the chats. Does anyone else have any other questions? That's no problem. But you can reach out to me. It's reach out to my website or reach out to my Red Wolf Healing Energies page. I like to always do a free 30-minute session so I can get to know the person, they can get to know me, and see if it's something that they would like. Because I know I have an energy that some people just think is a little harsh. So, you know, I try to meet the people where they're at. And so I would like to thank Tamara Ovid again. And you can go to the website, tamaraovet.com. It's also in the link. And I want to thank all my listeners. And I appreciate all y'all showing up and listening to me. And I hope y'all all enjoyed it. And I hope it makes lots of shifts in your life. So that's all for now. I hope everyone has a great day.